style. Ringo TV. Ringo TV. Ringo TV.
Welcome to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. And on today, we're going to be dealing with another interesting topic. Subject matter: modern women have mental issues due to the men they chose. You see, the modern woman don't want to admit that it's really her who chose her personal misery. She walks through life thinking that she got it made. She thinks she's beautiful. She thinks she's on top of the world, God's gift to the world. And what she don't realize is that her beauty is actually a curse. She don't understand that she's living in the Matrix. She's not awoke. She don't know the Most High. So she's making decisions. And these decisions that she's making come from the state of being an educated woman who don't need a man, who can do bad all by herself. She's smart, she got degrees, PhDs. Nobody could tell her anything. But for whatever reason, it seemed like every single time she get with a man, the man is always no good. And it's amazing, if you ask me, that the modern woman can get with a brother, and it always turns out to be a demon. Mental illness is what's plaguing the modern woman, to the point where she's literally going insane. She don't know what to do. She get up every morning. She tries to feel good about herself, but she don't feel good. She figure if she go out on another date, it'll heal her, but it end up making things worse. She talked to her friends about a new relationship she's in, a new man she just got, but he ended up becoming a devil. She's frustrated. She's tired of being on her back. She's tired of giving sexual favors. She's tired of opening her legs because it seemed like every guy she get with, it's the same routine. And they never learn because they keep doing the same thing over and over. Soul tie after soul tie, man after man, heartbreak after heartbreak. Then she meet a good man. The good brother try to show her the way, but because she's hurt, broken, and ruined, she end up pushing him away. I see it all the time. Mental illness. They want a good man, but they don't want that man. They say they want a good man, but when a good man is in their presence, they don't give him the time of day. Oh no. He's not important. They choose the same devil that destroyed their heart. The modern woman. See, brothers, if you get with a woman and she has serious mental issues, you're going to have a lot of problems because she's not going to make your life any easier. She's going to drain your energy. She's going to blame you for why she's not happy. She'll be miserable every day. One minute she'll be good, the next minute she will be down, and there is nothing you can do to help her. She can go to therapy and nothing will work. She could take medication that will only suppress the problem. She will never get well until that woman repent of her sins and come to the Most High and change her damn life. You see, the mental illness that the modern woman face in today's day have to do with the amount of demons that is inside their soul. Listen, ladies, you can get in your feelings all you want. I already told you the truth, but you don't want to hear me because you think something's wrong with me. No, something's wrong with you. You got demons inside of you. You got demons that have been implanted in you through all the men that you dealt with. And you don't want to accept the reality of that. You see, ladies, you're going through a metamorphosis. Every man that ever laid with you, they planted their DNA in you, and you have literally changed for the worse. Your attitude sucks. You're always angry, bitter. You're never happy. You have nothing to be happy for. No matter how good things could be going on in life, you always choose to be negative. Any man that come around you, you start off good, you start off right, and then the real you eventually come out. Negative energy all day long. And then when you get in front of a positive brother, a brother who is righteous, he could see the demons on you. He could see that you have issues and trauma. He could see that you need the Most High. And when he begin to try to direct you, the first thing you do is reject him. Because you got issues, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of demons. So you think because you're pretty and fine that somehow you don't got a devil inside of you. You think because your hair look nice and your makeup is dead that somehow you're exempt from demonic possession. Well, I got news for you, modern woman. You have the devil inside of you. And that's the reason why you're suffering with these mental illness and all these issues that you facing inside. It's because you have a devil in you that need to go. But you don't want that devil to go. You enjoy dining with Satan. You enjoy dancing with the devil. You enjoy that type of lifestyle. You enjoy jumping from man to man. You enjoy dating this guy this week, dating that guy that week, spending his money, letting him buy this, letting him buy. You enjoy a life of vanity. And then you want to sit around and complain about men are not good and men don't do this and men. No, woman, you're not good. Because if you were good, why are you always choosing wicked men? If you were so good and so blessed, why every guy you get is a devil? Why every time you get with a man, he's always using you for vagina? Why every time you get with a man, you end up getting pregnant by him when he don't even love you? Why you always with a brother that you know is no good, know he don't got no job, he not trying to provide, and he would never be a good father, but your legs is always open up for him? You got problems. You got issues. We could talk all day about how these men ain't no good, and I already done made countless videos making it very clear that these Negroes today ain't no good. I already done made that very clear. There's a lot of wicked men out here, a lot of wicked brothers out here, pumping and dumping our women, destroying their souls, ruining our women's lives. But who told you, modern woman, that you're good? Who told you that you are somehow this great woman that everybody must be flocking to because you're just such a great, righteous, virtuous queen? You're not. You're wicked as hell, just like these brothers. That's why every single time you get with a man, you're always losing. Every time you get with a man talking about this is my new boo, he's always literally driving you crazy because you are the one who chose him. So if you're having a lot of mental illness and mental breakdowns and stress and all sorts of problems and migraine headaches, it's because you got demons in you. Yeah, the man you got might be a devil too, but you got demons too. That's my whole point of this. You're suffering from a lot of trauma due to all the men that opened up your damn legs, and you don't want to accept that reality. And you know what's so sad about this? You ladies, you're listening to me right now, and you're going to open up your legs for a Negro that is no good. And you don't care, because in your mind, you think sex is all about just pleasure, 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 not realizing that you are connecting with a person's soul. You don't understand. You're taking in the DNA of a man. You're taking in the science of a man. You're taking in everything about that man that makes him him, and you are now becoming the very nature of the man that hate you. And you could see mental illness on a lot of women just by looking in their eyes. You could see the demons. You could see the hurt. Some women's eyes are red like fire. You could see the pain. You could see the hurt. And I'm going to show you that right now because a lot of you're oblivious to this. You think this is only about somebody else. It's not about you. No, ladies. This is about you too. This is about you. Take a look at this woman and let's study her body language, facial expressions, and the things she has to say to understand and discover the mental illness that women have, modern women, due to the men they deal with. Because what you ladies don't understand is that the reason why you have so much mental problems and you got to be popping pills and seeing a shrink and going to therapy and going to doctors and you got all this stuff going on with you, it is not because you're sick. It is not because you're just not feeling well. It's not because you just had a bad day. It's because you take too much D. That's why. But your therapist is not going to tell you that because your therapist need your money. Your doctor not going to tell you that because your doctor need his money. I'm telling you that because you're taking in the injection of multiple men. And that's why your brain is jacked up, because all of that DNA from all these different men is inside your brain competing for the spot and position of controlling your soul. And this is why you got mood swings. This is why you got different personalities. This is why you have multiple personality disorder. It's because you're dealing with too many men. You're dealing with too many men. Too much D. Too much D. You're taking in the D. You're giving head to the D. You're doing all sorts of things to this D. And all of that DNA is entering in your body. And you're wondering why you got all these issues. Not only are you taking in the D, but your damn diet is also containing DNA. Imagine that. You modern woman would get with a man, give this man head. This man is not your husband. You have no connection to this man. You're not planning on being with this man, but you consuming his DNA. And you think it's cool. He's not your husband. He's not your man. He never showed you that you love him. You're not really one with this man. If that's your man, that's a whole nother ball game. But when you sisters are out here giving head to different men and swallowing this man's nut, lady, let me make something clear to you. You have just consumed a man's spirit. And you're wondering why you got mental illness? You're wondering why your moods is up and down? You're wondering why? And you getting mad at me when you're the one swallowing nuts. Imagine that. If you're so proud of what you do, if there's no shame in your game, then why are you in your feelings? I don't know who you are. I'm just speaking the truth. See, the truth of the matter is, modern woman, you're out here swallowing. You're out here getting pumped and dumped. And all these guys are putting their DNA in you. And now you're suffering with mental illness. You don't see these men suffering with this type of mental illness, but you are. Because women are the ones who take in the spirits of men. And that's something you ladies don't understand. You don't understand that because you thought you could just go out here and have sex and have a good old time. That's what you thought. But it's not the case. When you open your legs, you're opening your legs for the devil. And he's the one destroying your soul through these various men that you choose. You chose him. You chose that man, woman, so own it. You don't want the good brother. There's good brothers all around you, but you don't want them because you don't want stability and you don't want order. You don't want a man that's gonna rebuke you and correct you. You don't want a man that's gonna guide you in the right path. You don't want a man that's gonna lead you. You don't want a man that's gonna tell you no. You don't want a man that follows the Most High. You want a man that follows the devil. You want a bad boy. You want a rude boy. You want a wicked man. A man that's gonna abuse you. A man that's gonna cuss you out. A man that's gonna break your heart. That's the kind of man you want. Because you're wicked as hell. That's why. So save me all the tears. Cry me a river. Because I don't care. I'm here to set order. If you don't want a good man, you're gonna have nothing but misery. You will never be happy. Never. Because you're unhappy because of the amount of men you lay with. There's no order in your life. There's no guidance, no stability. Just D from different men. And the memories and the sheets. The only thing you seem to remember is when the lights were dim. The only thing you seem to remember is when you were biting the pillow. The only thing you seem to remember is getting nutted on. The only thing you seem to remember is when he's slapping you around. You don't got no good memories from no relationship you had because all you ever had was wicked men. And you're mad at me because I'm giving you the golden truth. You're mad at me because I'm full of knowledge. You want a man that is wicked, and that is why you always seem to get him. You don't want a righteous man. You don't want a good man. You want wickedness. So why are you crying? Why are you crying? You know how many good brothers you sisters turned down? And now you trying to act like you want a good man. No, you don't want no good man. You're too bitter. You're too bitter. You need help. You got to overcome your evil ways. Let me show you what wickedness look like. Let me show you mental illness in real time. Examine this video right here. Check this out, y'all. Let's go.
Ladies, God literally made an insect, okay? A female insect that knew that men aren't shit and knew to rip their heads off after mating with them.
Wow.
An insect.
You see her face?
We need to do better.
She said we need to do better. Isn't that interesting, people? Listen to this mess.
Ladies, God literally made an insect.
She said God made an insect.
Okay. A female insect.
A female insect. Notice the eyes are red, blood red. You see the pain in her eye?
That knew that men aren't shit.
She said that men aren't shit. And she's saying that God knew this, so he made an insect that knew that men weren't crap, right? But check this out.
And knew to rip their heads off.
Knew to rip their heads off.
After mating with them.
After mating with them. Now that sounds very, very mentally ill. So she's saying that God made an insect that knew to rip an insect's head off after mating with them because they ain't nothing, right? But have you ever noticed something about these modern women? They still choose to mate with them. You can't make this up, people. If these women know that men ain't blankety blank, why do they mate with them? You ain't trying to build a family. Why are you mating with them? It ain't about love. Why are you modern women mating with these men? Why are your legs open for these men? Why are you giving head to these men? Why your body is open to these men? Why these men have their way with your body? Why are you doing these favors for these men? If these men don't got nothing popping, why are you doing what you do with them? Why are you going out on dates with them? Why you get dressed up for them? Why? Because you suffer from mental illness. That's why.
An insect.
Notice her face. Notice the pain. Notice the fake eyelashes. Notice the anger. That's a woman suffering from mental illness. She have been broken by so many men. And what's sad about this is she's blaming all the guys for why she's broken. She's blaming the guys. It's all the guys' fault, right? Because the men ain't nothing, right? But yet she's making the choice to mate with them. And she want to tell you ladies that y'all need to do better. And she's using this example of God made an insect that when the female insect mate with the male, she rips off his head and kills him. So I guess what she's suggesting is that as women, that when you mate with a man, you should rip off his head. Because she said you need to do better. Now, why is this woman so hurt? Why is she so bitter? Because she took in too much D. She had too much vitamin D. Too much. It's one thing if you're a modern woman and you're getting some D from one man and he's your man and you got a committed relationship going. You're a wife. But it's a whole nother ball game when you're taking in different D from different men and all that DNA is in your mind and all these different men have a part of your soul. Lady, you're going to have mental illness like never before. You think this is a real game. This is not a game, people. This is not a game at all. Just look at her face. Look at her face. I'm going to play the video without her talking. I mean, you're going to see her talking, but without the volume so that you can pretty much see the movements. Just look at how she looked. You don't even have to hear her. You don't have to hear her. Just look at her face. Do you see the stress in her eyes? Do you see the stress? I need for you to see what mental illness look like. Look at her eyes. Look in her eyes and just pay attention. We don't need to hear her. See the pain? That's a woman who is broken completely. A woman who been pumped, dumped, smashed, dashed, thrown to the wolves. A woman that was thrown into the streets. You see, the eyes are red. She's angry. Very, very angry. Because all these men had her legs opened up. All these men cracked her back door open. All these men, many men. And she allowed that. Modern women allow wicked men to enter their bodies. It's no mistake. It's not a coincidence. Yeah, you got a lot of brothers out here that are wicked as hell. I talk about that all the time. But you know what's interesting about this? This woman chose all the men she dealt with. She chose them. She wasn't done dirty by men. She chose men that were dirty from the beginning.
Insect. That knew that men aren't shit
See that?
and knew to rip their heads off after mating with them.
You see the face? That's mental illness right there. Now, what do you think happened when you get with a woman like that, bro? You think things are going to be sweet? You think things are going to be good? It's not going to be good, man. It's not going to be good at all. That woman is going to cause you a lot of problems. A whole lot of problems. You understand? Because in her mind, she can't understand why would a man leave her. She figures she look good, probably got a nice body. Why would a man want to leave me? But it seemed like every man left her. She's alone.
An insect.
See the pain?
We need you better.
She's saying y'all need to do better. Not better as in make better choices or become better women. What she's suggesting is that you ladies need to go out there and cut off some heads.
Ladies, God literally made an insect. Okay? A female insect that knew that men aren't shit and knew to rip their heads off after mating with them.
Wow. That's evil.
An insect.
So she want to rip off the heads of men after mating with them. That's what she want to do. That's crazy. See the eyes? Nothing but pain in them eyes right there, you know. You can't make a woman like that happy, brothers. It's not your responsibility to make her happy. She's not happy. Do you understand? And this is what you deal with on a day-to-day basis when you deal with the modern woman. This is what you got to deal with. You got to deal with the hurt of her past. You understand? Might have to do a stream on that, the hurt of her past. Because what happens is this is what you got to deal with on a day-to-day basis. As soon as you get with her, you try to treat her right. You try to love. You know how many brothers meet women? First thing they want to do is show the woman love. They want to caress her. They want to hold her. They want to show her that it's going to be okay, that he's going to take care of her. But she been hurt so damn much. She don't give the brother an opportunity to love her. So she end up pushing the man away. The brother get tired after a while. You modern women better recognize something. When you got a good man in your presence and he trying to show you love and you rejecting that, literally rejecting him and pushing him away, eventually he's going to say, you know what, man? I'm tired of this, man. I'm trying to be a good man. I'm trying to show you the right way. But it's like you don't give a damn about me. So you know what? I'm just not going to call you no more. I'm not going to text you. I just don't care no more. And then he end up going his way. And then you get mad wondering why the brother not texting you, why he not calling you, why he not feeling you no more. And then you go text him, you're like, hey, how you doing? And he's not even answering. Then you ran into him in the street and you're like, yo, I text you, I called you, you don't return my call. And he's like, look, I try to talk to you. I try to be around you. I try to show you I care. I try to show you about love. But it's like you don't give a brother an opportunity. So it's like, yo, I'm doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time to play this game. It's like you don't know what you want. I'm trying to build with you. You trying to play. I don't got time, man. Real talk. And then you end up losing out on a good man. And because you angry, you end up getting with another brother. And that brother is wicked as hell. And he end up pumping and dumping you and leave you with another baby. Now you got 3 babies. Then you end up getting 4 babies. Then you end up getting 5 babies. Then you end up getting 6 babies. Now you got 7 babies. And now you're pregnant again on your 8th baby. When will you stop? When? This is mental illness, people.
We need you better.
You gotta do better. But the way you do better is you do worse. You're not coming to the Most High. You're not repenting of your sins. And you're not definitely getting with a good man. Because the only thing you know how to do is choose wicked brothers.
Ladies, God literally made an insect. Okay? A female insect that knew that men aren't shit
If they aren't, why you get with them?
and knew to rip their heads off after mating with them.
Why are you ladies mating with men that you know ain't shit? That's the big $1 million question. Why? Why would you desire to take a man's head off after mating with him because you think he's a problem and not worth living? Why would you even mate with them? And if you know they ain't blank, why are you in your feelings about them? You should expect them to do you dirty. But see, the truth of the matter, modern woman, it's not that these men did you dirty. You did yourself dirty by choosing them. So how about you hold yourself accountable for why you keep choosing wicked men? Hold yourself accountable to why your legs are always open to different men. Hold yourself accountable on why you go through with the pregnancy knowing that this man is no good. You need to hold yourself accountable on why his rod is in your mouth and you swallowing his nuts. You need to hold yourself accountable. Because you chose to do that. You chose to make him break your damn back. You chose him to make sure that he do X, Y, and Z. You chose him. You chose to open your legs. You chose to invite him to your house. You did that. You did that, woman. You chose to get drunk. You chose to smoke weed with him. You chose to go to the telly. You made the decision to get with a man that you knew was no good. You made that decision. So how about you take personal responsibility for your own actions? So before you talk about how men ain't this and men ain't that and men ain't no good and men ain't this, you are the one who is no good. Because if you were any good, you would choose better. If you were a good woman, you would choose a righteous man. If you were a good woman, you would be serving the Most High. If you were a good woman, you would repent of your sins. If you were a good woman, you'll be taking care of your body, taking care of your health, taking care of your car, and eventually taking care of your man. But you're not a good woman. You're a modern woman. And as a modern woman, you don't care about good men, and that's why you always end up with wicked men. And that's a fact. It is what it is, man.
An insect. We need to do better.
Need to do
Ladies.
better.
God literally made an insect. Okay? A female insect.
Well, God made you. God made you. Let's not even talk about God made an insect. God made you. And if God made you, right, why are you not smart enough to deal with a man that is good? If men ain't this and men ain't that, why you keep getting with them? Mental illness. It's insane. You gotta be insane. That's insanity to know men ain't blank, but yet you modern women still get with them. The only reason why these men ain't blank to you is because you only deal with men that ain't blank. You never dealt with a righteous brother. You never dealt with a good man because you don't want leadership. You don't want guidance. You want a man that you could literally get with when you want to get with him and throw him back to the streets. And for most of you ladies, you want to control a man. And you know a lot of these simps out here, they're easy to control. They'll take you out on dates. They'll spend a bunch of money. They'll do X, Y, and Z because they're thinking they're going to get some vagina. But you're just using them. And some of these brothers, you'll go out with them and then you end up giving them your box. And then when you give them your box, you're expecting that they're going to be hooked. You're expecting they're going to be whipped. You're expecting they're going to always be there. But they end up bouncing because you really ain't blank. You thought you were, but you really gonna learn you ain't blank. You're gonna learn your box ain't blank. You're gonna learn your head ain't blank. You're gonna learn nothing about you ain't blank. Cause if it was, why these men left? why they're not with you, why they don't want to be around you, why they pumped and dumped you and left you. It's because you ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing popping. You thought because you cute, you think because you fine, none of these guys care. You just got pumped and dumped, right back to the streets, right back where you belong, because you're dysfunctional. So don't get mad at me. You're mad at yourself. The truth of the matter is, modern woman, you don't love yourself. For if you love yourself, you'll be able to choose better men. And the reason why you can't choose better men is because you don't love yourself. That is the truth. So take that to the bank. Because all I'm here for is to give you the truth. You can choose the blue pill and go into Wonderland and stay there forever. Or you can choose the red pill and I can show you the wonders of the real world. Modern women have mental issues due to the men they chose. That's right. The men they chose. They chose these men. They chose to do this. You understand? They chose these men. And then they get mad when things don't go their way. Look at her face. You see the pain? That's not a smile. That's anger. She's angry right now. Trust and believe, brothers. That is not a smile. Anger behind that. When women make these type of little video clips and they're sitting on their phone and they're posting to social media, they're looking for the reactions of people because they're hurting inside deeply, burning up. They can't figure out why. The behind her, look at her eyes, bags on her eyes, black. That's all the stress buildup. All the bitterness and the hurt, pain, sleepless nights, stress. Look at her anger. See the disgust in her face, the worry. Look at that. Look at that, brothers. To all you modern women, look. That is the face of mental illness right there. That's the face. Yeah. Fake eyelashes and all. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to pretty much sign out. You can do what you want to do. That being said, if you like my content, make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Support via Cash App, $Ringo TV Raw, or via PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Join me on patreon.com/blackmailadvicetv for exclusive content not seen on YouTube. Make sure you also follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw. You have a blessed day, because I know I will. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Blackmail Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.